Welcome to another video. I love vintage cars. So on this video we visit a vintage car museum not too far from us. The Tampa Bay Automobile Museum is located in Pinellas, Florida, in the Tampa Bay area. This museum displays historic automobiles from the 20th century, and all the vehicles displayed are from the collection of Alain Cerf, a French businessman who owns Polypack. Polypack designs and manufactures automatic packaging machinery. Société Parisienne, oldest French bicycle manufacturer. They also build cars like this one, known as Victoria Combination. These vehicles were built between 1899 and 1901 in France. Samson S4E, built in 1950 in France. This car has excellent handling and drives like a modern car. I realize you have to love cars to enjoy this video, but if you do love cars, this museum definitely has some beautiful old cars. Peugeot Dalmat, produced between 1934 and 1939. This one is from 1937. Cars in this collection are all drivable and are licensed in the state of Florida, so you can actually drive these around. One of the oldest names in the car industry, Alain A, date back to 1894. This model was produced in the early 1950s. An absolute work of art. Talbot Lago, 1953, from France. Most of the cars in this collection are from France. Most, not all. This Panhard Dynamic is the only one in existence today. The cars were built between 1936 and 1939. Just look at the lines on this beauty. Hanomag was a powerful German company that specialized in locomotives and large engines. Kommissbrot, German nickname for loaf of bread. These cars were made between 1925 and 1928. Citroën 2CV, first manufactured in 1948 and all the way to 1990. Basically with the same shape. I used to see a bunch of these in Nigeria and other West African countries. Kobo Wagon Type 82, produced between 1939 and 1945. Think of it as Jeep for Germany during the Second World War. It was initially designed as a vehicle for having fun by Ferdinand Porsche and his son. I'm not sure of the correct pronunciation. It might be Kubel wagon. What the heck is this? See this huge thing here?
I know. What is it?
It is actually Nicholas-Joseph Cugnot's steam-powered cart. The first self-propelled vehicle in the world. This is a fully functional reproduction. The original is in the Paris Museum since 1801. Tatra T26-30 from Czechoslovakia. These were military vehicles built between 1927 and 1930. This half-track vehicle you're seeing here is Citroën from France. These were built between 1922 and 1939. This car is a prototype designed by Émile Clavaux in 1956. The collection of cars in this museum is quite amazing. Some beautiful vehicles here. My first ever visit to a car museum, and I loved it. The Guerin Aerodyne was a prototype built in France in 1925. The designer, Jacques Guerin, was a pilot in the French military. Only one of these was built. Audi was founded in 1909 by August Hodge. This cabriolet was built in 1935 and had to be restored. You can see some pictures of what the car looked like before restoration. This is a very rare Tractor E from France, built in 1930. This is a front-wheel drive car and has only been driven 60,000 miles. Right next to it is a Tractor A, built in 1929. Two of these cars were built to race at Le Mans. The Citroën SM was built between 1969 and 1975, and the engine was a Maserati derived 2.7 liter V6. 12,920 of these were built. I believe this is the Georges Irat. This company started building cars in the 1920s in France. Hotchkiss Gregoire. These cars were made in France between 1950 and 1953. This particular car was actually shipped to New York in 1953. And right next to it is a Gregoire coupe. A Ford Model A. Production years 1927 to 1931. Country, the United States of America. This 1929 Ford was converted to a gasoline engine in 1939. This engine uses charcoal or wood as opposed to the traditional gas or diesel. Citroën 15CV. Loved by the French government of Charles de Gaulle, also loved by French gangsters for a speedy escape. Production years 1938 to 1955. And here is the Mercedes 170H. Production years 1935 to 1939. Looks more like a Beetle than a Mercedes actually. I wish I could have a collection like this. Very nice. As I mentioned before, these cars are all drivable. Interesting name. Adler Trumpf. Is there a relation? Production years 1933 to 1939. Germany. Accord 812. United States, production years 1936 to 1937. A front-wheel drive vehicle. Interestingly, for that period, retractable headlights. Produced for a very brief period, Roxtons were built in the United States between 1929 and 1930. They're quite legendary among classic American cars. If you are a car lover like myself and you're ever in this neighborhood, this is definitely a museum that's worth visiting. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.